Namaste children. A very warm welcome to one and all in today's science session. Hope you all are fit and fine and doing good. I am Gaganpreet and I am from Science Department. As you know children, in online classes we have begun already with the bridge course topics. So in today's video we will discuss one of the bridge course topic. And the topic name you only have to tell me, right? I will give you some clues through which you will come to know today we are going to discuss which topic. Children, now tell me, which is the planet where life exists? Right, that is Earth. Why? Because there is water on Earth. Water is the most important and abundant compound on the earth. So now I hope every one of you have guessed it rightly, the topic name. Yes, it's water. So in today's session we will discuss about water. So what are the main sources of water? Yes, the main sources of water are seas, oceans, rivers and lakes. And some water is found underground which can be drawn by tube wells. So why do we need water? Now tell me. Yes, we need water for drinking, cooking, bathing, cleaning, and water is used in agriculture. Water is also used in generating electricity. All living organisms, animals and plants depend on water for their daily functioning, right? Water is the most precious resource on earth, isn't it? So we should not waste water. Even a single drop of water is precious. So must save water. Right? So children, now you tell me, in how many different ways does water exist? Yes, water exists in 3 different states. Number 1 is solid, number 2 is liquid, and number 3 is gas. In solid state, water exists in the form of ice or snow. Whereas in gaseous state, water exists in the form of vapor or steam. In liquid state, water is water only, isn't it? So now my question is, are these 3 states of water interconvertible? To understand this, let us take one simple example. As you know children, that sun heats up water from the rivers, lakes, seas and ocean, and water changes into water vapor by the process of evaporation, right? So what is evaporation? The process in which water changes into water vapor is known as evaporation. So what happens is, when the water vapor rises up in the air, it starts cooling down and converts into tiny water droplets. These tiny water droplets join together to form a cloud. And this process is known as condensation. So what is condensation? Changing of water vapor into water on cooling is known as condensation. Right? So when the clouds becomes very heavy and not able to hold the water droplets anymore, it falls back to the earth in the form of rain, hail or Snow. So this is known as precipitation, right? So what we call it as precipitation. The rainwater collects in streams and river which flows down towards the sea. And this cycle begins all over again. So what is this cycle? What you call this cycle as? Yes, this is known as water cycle. And water cycle is one of the natural process and continuous process. So let me explain you in a simple way what is water cycle. Water cycle is nothing but the movement of water from the earth to the atmosphere and back to the earth from atmosphere, right? So I repeat, the movement of water from the earth to the atmosphere and back to the earth from atmosphere is known as water cycle. And children, water cycle is one of the best example where you can see the three states of water interconvertible, right? I hope you all have understood about water cycle and how the three states of water gets reversed, right? Now it's activity time, right? I know you all are very happy. So for this, what you have to do is you have to take 2 towels, like how I have taken. See, this one is the first towel and this is the second one, right? So both the towel should be of equal size. So now wet both the towels. Take one first towel and fold it twice. Like this how I am doing, right? See, this is one fold and this is second fold, and keep this towel aside. Now the second towel, you need not to do anything. You have to keep as it is. So now allow both of the towels to dry for some times. So what you will observe? Right, the towel which was open dries faster than the folded one. Why? Yes, we will come to the conclusion that water evaporates faster when the exposed area is larger, isn't it? And I want all of you to perform this activity at home. Children, don't go anywhere. We'll discuss one more topic. And the topic you only will declare. I will give you some clues, right? So here we go. Children, sometimes you feel very hot and you feel like drinking cold drinks, right? And sometimes you feel very cold and you like to have a hot cup of tea or a hot cup of coffee or a milk, right? So why this happens? Why you feel sometimes hot and sometimes cold? You have to tell me why. Yes, because of change in weather. So now you have guessed what topic we are going to discuss today. Correct. That is weather. So as the weather changes from day to day and it keeps on changing from hour to hour, so like how we are seeing now, sometimes it will be very cold, sometimes it will rain, and sometimes it will be hot. So what are the factors on which the weather depends? Let us recall what determines the condition of weather. Yes, you are right. That is the sun, the wind, the cloud, the rain, right? Let us see one by one. So the number one is sun. As you have already learnt that sun gives us heat and light. During morning and in the evening, you feel cool, whereas in the noon, you feel very hot. Why is it so? Because in the morning and in the evening, the sun rays fall slanting on the earth, whereas in the noon, the sun is on the it's overhead and the sun rays falls straight on us. So that is why we feel very hot. So that is the reason why in the morning and in the evening you feel cool and in the noon you feel very hot. Now let us come to the wind. So what is wind? Let's recall. Moving air is called wind. Wind is very pleasant when it is gentle, when it blows gently. But when it blows very strong, or during the storm, it uproots the trees and even the electric poles and causes great damage, right? So now let's take other factor, that is the clouds. Children, have you ever noticed when it is cloudy, the sun plays hide and seek, right? Yes, I know every one of you have noticed it. So what happens is the rays of the sun gets blocked. So we don't feel much hot during daytime. But the cloudy nights are warmer. Why? Because they don't allow the heat to escape. Okay, the heat of the earth to escape. So we feel very hot during night time. Now let us see about the rain. So when it rains, what happens is the temperature falls down and we feel very cool. And it is very pleasant. The rain is very pleasant when we enjoy after hot summer days, right? But when it rains in the winter, we feel extremely cold and we feel like wearing jackets, isn't it? Yes. So the type of weather is decided by the sun, the wind, the rain, and the clouds. I hope you have understood like how how these factors like the sun, the rain, the wind and the cloud determines the condition of the weather. Now let us see, children, how weather influences our lives. In summer you feel very hot, isn't it? Yes. You sweat a lot, you feel sticky, and you like to take bath twice or thrice, right? So during summer you will wear thin cotton clothes and you like to sit under the fan or you will use the air coolers, AC, right? In few places the summers will be very hot. There the people prefer to wear thin cotton clothes only, and sometimes they will get sunstroke also. So in winter, how the weather is? You feel very cold, right? You want to wear jackets, sweater, you will wear the gloves and even woolen socks also you will wear, right? In summer, you like to eat ice creams, you like to have cold drinks also, right? But whereas in winter, you prefer hot stuff. You will drink hot cup of coffee, a hot cup of tea or a hot cup of milk also, right? So if you get a hot food, you will enjoy that food a lot, right? So in summers, what happens is you feel very uncomfortable going outside. You will play only indoor games. You will avoid outdoor games, right? So when it is raining, that also is, though it is pleasant, but going outside will be uncomfortable, right? Because you have to wear the raincoat, you have to carry the umbrella, but children, they enjoy rainy season a lot, I know, right? So this is how the weather influences our lives. The weather affects our food which we eat, and it also affects the clothes that we wear. This was all about water and weather. Now children, what you have to do is you have to draw a very neat diagram of water cycle, and you have to label it and color it. So now we'll end the class here. Hope you all have enjoyed this video. Stay home, stay safe. Dhanyavad.